Now, for there is this video I saw online, and the person making this video was saying that before you can be rich, before you can acquire wealth or step into a higher level of riches in this life, you must first of all know who Satan is. That before you can acquire higher wealth in this life and be so much rich in this life, you must first of all encounter Satan. That Satan is the god of money. Satan is the one in charge and control of wealth. Now the truth is, I disagree with that person. Yes. And I don't blame whosoever this person is. The truth is that this person is still sleeping in religion. They are still sleeping in the truth. They have not yet awakened to the higher consciousness of truth in reality. That is why they are saying what they said. You don't have to know Satan to be rich. Don't believe any false teachings online. You don't have to know Satan for you to acquire wealth. Satan is not the one in charge and control of wealth. Yes, you can be rich without knowing who Satan is. You don't even have to know who Satan is at all. You can be very wealthy, peacefully, without you knowing who Satan is. Satan created nothing. Satan cannot give anything. Satan has no authority over anything. Yes. Everything were created through me and you by the Holy Creator dwelling in me and you. The Holy Creator of all things, of all source, created everything through me and you, gods of thy kingdom. Because it is written that thou have created me and you, regardless of agenda, gods of thy kingdom, and thou have given us dominion above all things which thou have created, and subjected us to take dominion and rule over all things which thou have created, because we are the gods of thy kingdom. The only thing Satan have against you is knowledge, and that is when you are ignorant of the truth. Satan takes the advantage of your ignorance in ruling against you by his corrupt knowledge. Satan is not a fool. Satan have knowledge, but the knowledge of Satan is corrupt to do evil. That is why he is called devil. The knowledge of Satan is corrupt to deceive. That is why he is called Satan the deceiver. So the only thing Satan have against you that makes him look powerful over you is the knowledge he has when you are ignorant of the truth. So the devil created nothing, and he cannot give what he did not create. Now, to understand this more, the truth also is that which you call money is mammon. Yes, forget the physical aspect of it in this paper form based on different currency. That which you call money is mammon. It is an idol. Yes. And I'm sure that is where the person is getting this perspective from, that you must know Satan to get money. That is what an idol. And the reason why it is like that, it is because gods, me and you, Canaan, Akebulan, they called Africa, Palestinian, Arabian on this age, failed from the beginning. Yes. That which you are calling money is mammon. It is an idol. And that idol is a person, a human that once lived in this earth, but in his disobedience to the holy will and ordinances of the Holy Creator, by his wickedness and demonic practices, he lost the kingdom and transformed into a demon. The day he transited, he died out of this body because he has no power of creation. So he now exalts himself in the moon to be God over you, and that is the God of religion, which many of you today are worshiping in your religious system, in the Islamic, in Christianity, Hinduism, Buddhism. That is the same entity disguised into different perspective and form to control mankind regardless of agenda. So from the beginning, Akebulan, they called Africa, Canaan, failed. We are gods, we are not humans. The Roman empires are humans. Yes. We created them because by scripture it is written that the man Adam was put or cast into a very deep sleep. And from that, his ribs was taken in creating the woman called Eve. Now know this, Adam was never a person. That was a code of system, including Eve. Representing who? Gods and humans. First existence and the one that later come into existence through the first existence, which is me and you. We are Adam, coded. We were the first existence. Yes, we are gods. We created them. That ribs is our sperm, our gene, our breath. Yes, A white man and a white woman cannot give birth to a black man, but a black man and a black woman can give birth to any colors of a gender, including white. So we created them. Yes, they are humans, we are gods. Akebulan means the land of gods, the land of wealth, the land of royalty, the land of nature. Yes, Canaan means what? United kingdom of Akebulan, united kingdom of gods. When I mean gods, I'm not talking about external system, idol, monument, structure, which our ancestors of the old were ignorant of, bowing their dominion to, that brought all this calamity we are suffering from today in this age. I'm talking about me and you. We are gods. We are not humans. Yes. So we are gods. We are Akebulan, suggested so-called Africa, Palestinian, Arabians on this age to hide our true identity. But the mistake is Akebulan lost their dominion. That is why these Roman empires now take dominion and took rulership over them and become world power today, that brought this perspective of so-called you must know Satan to be rich, mammon, money. The Roman ancestor, Zeus, the moon god, which many of you today are worshiping in religion, because you have lost your dominion by bowing your dominion in worship to that demon. And that is why this nation today cannot rise as a nation, because you all worship the things you created. You worship mammon, you worship the Roman ancestor, your slave master, Zeus, the moon god. You called Allah, you call Jesus in religion. That is why you are a slave. And that makes it look like you cannot be rich until you have to what? Seek them. Because you have taken your dominion and gave to them by bowing your dominion to them in worship. That is why you cannot rise as a nation. That is why they are coming to this nation, stealing your wealth, your dominion, your riches, and giving you paper. This is the parable of the Chinaman that said, keep the dollar, keep the banana, and then tell the monkey to choose. The monkey will choose banana and leave what? The dollar. Not knowing that the dollar can afford a much of banana, a millions of container of banana. This was a code. Say to you all, we are giving our crude oil, our diamond by these our useless leaders every day, and the nations they are taking it to, the Roman empires are printing dollar in paper, bringing it to them, and that dollar they will use it to go and buy private jets. They will use it to buy car, buy house in this same nation, and this dollar will finish. Not knowing to them in their ignorance that this crude oil will buy so much dollar if we do it by our own self, if we refine it by our own self, if we stand in our truth, in our unity, in our love, in our conscience, we shall take back our dominion. So this is where this story is coming from. Why you all are slaves begging for wealth, because you all have sold your dominion. You are serving your slave masters in religion, in politics. That is why you cannot be rich. Yes, that makes it look like, okay, you have to seek Satan, mammon, but I still disagree with it, because all those things have come to an end. That time is coming to an end. Yes, the new leaders of the new earth, the new Jerusalem, have come to take back. Tinubu is the last president of this nation, I tell you, and P2B cannot be the president of this nation. Believe it or doubt it, it is the truth. The new leaders of the new earth, the chosen ones, will take back power. This is the end time. Religion orchestrated into a deceitful perspective with a claim that this white demon you call Jesus is coming to take you to the sky, the heaven outside of you. That is not the end time. The end time is the end of lies, control, deceitfulness, poverty, enslavement, and the end of this demon, Zeus, that have been deceiving you for many generations, appearing into a lightning form with a claim to be the holy creator, the Messiah, not knowing that you are worshiping your slave master ancestor, Zeus, the moon god, ruling over you while you are the slave, and you cannot rise as a rising nation. That have come to an end. This is the awakening truth, to bring that demon to an end. Not your binding, not your casting, not your die by fire, not your Holy Ghost fire, but the truth is what that will destroy this demon. When we all awaken and reunite and stand back in our dominion and come out of religion, we shall take back our throne and rule over them. Because during the days of old, they were worshiping us. It was the ignorance of our ancestors of the old, their selfish gain, envy and jealousy that make them to lose the throne by selling their blessings, Yahushua the Hamashiach, which they have also done on this age by killing Gaddafi, Libya, and now again in this our country, Nigeria, Nnamdi Kanu in the prison. Nnamdi Kanu is not the only voice. There are many voices Yes, this is the awakening time to take back that throne. We must take back our dominion. You don't have to serve the Roman empires to be rich. You don't have to serve Zeus, Mammon, the Roman ancestor, your slave master in religion, the moon god, to be rich. We own wealth. Everything they are enjoying belongs to us. Everything that makes them a nation belongs to us. They have nothing. Their nation produces nothing. They don't have any natural resources in their land. Everything they are enjoying now came from this nation. It is from this nation they stole it from and established it in their nation to control you. That is why they set systems to keep you asleep, to put you in fear, for them to have rule over you, to have dominion over you, to enslave you and enjoy your destiny. That is why you cannot rise as a nation, because you worship your slave masters in religion. That is what we are keep telling you. Come out of religion. Religion worships Satan. That thing you are calling Jesus with this deceitful belief to be the Messiah is all false. That is Zeus, your slave master, the Roman ancestor, the moon god. The same thing with Allah, Isa, Jesus, Christ, Jehovah, Elroy, Elohim. All those nonsense names, they were suggested by the systems to disguise their deity into a lightning form in controlling you. All these names represent demonic altars, deities. The Holy Creator have no name. The Holy Creator is not God, it's not Lord. The Holy Creator is one and is the source. It has no agenda. It is the life force in me and you. We breathe in and out. This was what Yeshua came to awaken, to restore, before they killed him and orchestrated his teaching into a deceitful control in religion with this false belief that he came to die for you. He never came to die for anybody. He came to reunite us, to restore us back to our dominion, to awaken us to the truth, so that we will restore back to our roots and take back our dominion. Yeshua was never religious. He was never a Muslim. He was never a Christian. He came to awaken the truth. That was the reason why they killed him. All these teachings your pastors are teaching, it is never the teaching of Yeshua. Yes, it is the teaching of the world to keep you asleep. Because if truly it is the teaching of Yeshua, they would have killed them and fought against them the same way they did to Yeshua and his disciples. So for the world to celebrate them, they are never from the teaching of Yeshua. It is from the world, because the world will never celebrate you if you are not a member. The world will never honor you. The world will never appreciate you. The world will never promote you. The world will never celebrate you if you are not a member. The world is against you. As long as you stand for the truth, they will always come against you, to kill you, to prison you, just as they have did to Nnamdi Kanu, just as they have did to Gaddafi, just as they did to Yahushua. This is the word for you. They don't want you to rise as a nation, Akebulan. They want you to remain a slave for them to rule over you and become the world power over you. Because we were once in rule over them. They serve us, they worship us, because we are the gods that created them. By the Holy Creator dwelling in me and you, we created them. Be awakened to this and take back your dominion. We have wealth, we have riches. We don't have to bow to the Roman empires, your slave masters you are worshiping in religion, to be rich. We are back to take back the wealth they stole. Be awakened to this and know peace. Peace, love, and light.